surprise attack. He jumped to save himself, but fell for the worse. Terrible accident, but worse is yet to come. A treacherous blow and a fatal end. This chase will not end peacefully.
Stop the fucking car, man!
And a failed escape attempt. Hurry up. These are the 10 most dangerous police chase moments you will never forget. Like and subscribe, because worse is coming. Mifflin Township, Ohio, May 28, 2025. What started as a simple traffic stop turned into chaos. The passenger suddenly fled, then spun around and opened fire on 2 officers. Both were rushed to the hospital, one fighting for his life in critical condition. The suspect, 21-year-old Davante Dixon, is still on the run, armed, dangerous, and wanted for attempted murder. Authorities are warning, if you see him, don't approach. Call 911 immediately.
You got him. Yeah! Oh, fuck! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Tallahassee, Florida, the 8th of April, 2021. A routine investigation spiraled into a terrifying hostage crisis. Raheem Reeder slammed into an officer with a car, then fled with a woman and her child trapped inside. He abandoned the vehicle, stormed an apartment, and took hostages. Chaos erupted until Reeder jumped from a second-story window and aimed a gun at police. That's when officers opened fire, ending the standoff in deadly fashion.
Where's the shooting? Where's the shooting? Where's that?
Go! It's out back! Out the back!
Hold your traffic, they're giving commands. Everybody hold shot. Don't move! Don't move! Don't move!
Greenfield, Wisconsin, the 22nd of August, 2021. What started as a simple traffic stop turned into a nightmare. 31-year-old Tyron Lamb ran a red light and refused to pull over, leading police on a dangerous chase. Spike strips failed, and Lamb crashed but still refused to show his hands. Officers shouted 18 times, no response. Then, without warning, Lamb opened fire through the windshield, hitting an officer at point-blank range. Moments later, Lamb was shot dead after a final exchange of gunfire. The wounded officer miraculously survived.
Put your fucking hands up now! Let me see that right hand! Ah, fuck! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! I'm hit! I'm hit! Shoot me!
Carroll, Iowa, the 5th of March, 2021. A routine stop turned into a wild fight for survival. Officer Patrick McCarty confronted 2 9-year-old Dennis Guider Jr., wanted for forgery. But Guider shoved the driver out, jumped behind the wheel, and tried to flee. The officer was thrown onto the hood as Guider sped off, hitting nearly 60 miles per hour. After crashing, the officer was thrown to the ground with a broken back. Guider ditched the car, stole another, and fled to Illinois before finally being captured and sentenced to prison.
Fucking car! Stop the fucking car, man! Jesus Christ! Stop the car, man!
Modesto, California, the 4th of July. Fireworks lit the night sky. But inside one home, chaos exploded. 35-year-old Dylan Harvey had threatened his father and locked himself in a room with knives. Officers convinced him to step out, but moments later, Harvey grabbed a blade and charged straight at Officer Jacob Mertz. In a split second, Mertz was slashed in the hand before firing 2 shots, dropping Harvey to the ground. Harvey survived, now facing charges of attempted murder on a police officer.
Hey!
Buffalo, New York, the 13th of August, 2025. Police moved in to arrest a violent suspect. Suddenly, 60-year-old Hugh Davis Jr. lunged at officers with a knife. At point-blank range, shots were fired. Davis was killed instantly. Officers walked away unharmed.
Oh, shit!
This thing wasn't even on. What's that about doing? He had a knife. He had a knife. Drop the knife. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
Baltimore, Maryland, the 6th of November, 2022. Officers arrived to find Tyree Moorhead holding a butcher knife to a woman's head. Ignoring commands to drop it, he stayed on top of her until Officer Zachary Rutherford fired multiple shots at point-blank range. The woman escaped unharmed. Moorhead did not survive. Bellevue, Florida, the 16th of March, 2021. Deputies closed in on 3-3-year-old Brandon Richter, wanted on multiple warrants. When K-9 Scout moved in, Richter pulled a loaded 9mm and launched into a violent struggle. He bit Officer Donahue, choked the K-9, and even bit the dog's ear. Chaos erupted in the backyard. Officers wrestled for control of the gun before finally tasing Richter into submission. He now faces a long list of felony charges, while both the officer and K-9 Scout survived their brutal encounter.
Oh, stop! Let me up! Help! All right, lay down on your stomach. Lay down on your stomach. Lay down on your stomach. On your stomach. Fucking breathe. On your stomach. Please, I gotta breathe. On your stomach. On your stomach now. I need to breathe. Please, I need to breathe.
Orlando, Florida, the 7th of June, 2025. Deputies answered a 911 call from a desperate mother, reporting her schizophrenic son was acting violently. At first, his parents insisted he had no weapons, but when deputies entered the home, 30-year-old Terry Washington Jr. burst out of a bedroom armed with a knife. In a split second, he slashed at an officer and grabbed for the deputy's gun. A violent struggle erupted, ending when Washington was shot and killed. The deputy survived with head injuries, but this encounter showed just how quickly a call for help can turn deadly.
TJ! Drop that one. Shit! County, shots fired, shots fired! Boulders, you okay? Boulders, you okay? Fuck!
Flagler County, Florida, the 15th of August. Deputies tracked down 2 7-year-old fugitive, Taylor Crowningshield, wanted in Vermont for robbery and assault. When she was spotted stealing from a smoke shop, she jumped into her car and sped off, ignoring police commands. Minutes later, deputies caught up with her at her home, but Crowningshield resisted, fought to stay in her vehicle, and even tried running away after being cuffed. Officers quickly recaptured her, ending a chaotic chase that proved once again in Flagler County, running from the law never works.
Put your hands behind your back.
Please, I need to tell my partner.
Stop. No, put your hands behind your back. Stop. Stop. You're going to get tased. Do you want to get tased?
No, you don't need to do that.
Okay. No, you're not listening. Put your hands behind your back and keep them there. Now you're going for escape.
You've just seen some of the most intense police encounters. But what happens when the danger isn't a suspect, but a dog? Don't miss our next video, When Dogs Attack Police Officers.